Hey team, it's been a while. It's been a long time actually. It's been what, another 6 months probably? I don't know, maybe not that long, but yeah, so disappeared off the map for a bit and just trying to get my life into order and trying to figure out what to do with the channel. I've got a whole bunch of other channels that I do other stuff on too, like music and all that kind of stuff. So I sort of spread myself a bit too thin, I think. But I got the bug again to come back. I haven't really looked at what's happening in the TTRPG world, but I have been working all this time on and off with my recent release, Orboss City of Knives. And I've got, pardon me, I've got a bit of direction now, so I know where I'm going. Is it funny that every time I do it, well, not every time, but when I do a vlog, it's either raining, I don't know, I think maybe it's rained twice, maybe twice, 3 times, I don't know. Who's counting? I'm in Narangbar at the moment on another mission to get more manga books. The things I do. So anyway, yeah, the last video I did was a horror story, but I really didn't put much effort into it. I just AI'd the whole thing, and obviously it bombed pretty bad. It was that bad that there was not even a comment on it. So I'm going to come back strong with my horror stories and working on my what's it called? What am I talking about? My releases, my homebrew releases. And but I'm still going to be using AI. I'll just try to find a happy balance. That last one was a terrible idea. Who does 100% AI? No human, other than the script. Yeah, I don't think Lilith, my character in the horror story, actually had any reaction per se. It was more just it was just her reading it basically, and I was just stuffing around. It was an experiment, and you know what? I'm not a big YouTuber, so I can do these things. I can stuff up. I can do weird shit. I can be non-consistent and disappear for like 6 months or longer. But all jokes aside, I have been cataloging a whole bunch of videos which I will release in the future. I don't know when I'm officially returning to this channel, but I am returning. It's just I wanted to be ahead of myself. You know how some creators create a bunch of videos and then they're able to release them every week and they can still be ahead. And they're like, you know, obviously they're a couple of weeks ahead and they're still making content. And I want to get into that sort of zone. So I've been archiving a whole bunch of stuff. So when I do come back, and it more than likely won't be this year. I mean, who knows? If you're all begging for it, then maybe before Christmas as a present. But if I'm only talking to a couple of die-hard Helios fans, and don't worry guys, I'll be back. Big things coming. Yeah, like a whole bunch of, I really want to really go hard at homebrew content and focus mostly on that. Just these ideas that I've got, it's pretty crazy. Like doing as I call a V-book, video book. So Orboss will be that predominantly, and it'll be interactive. Well, it's not really interactive. It's just, you know, go to the description box and click on a link to go this way and that way. But it looks cool. I think it looks cool. And if you hate AI, then unsubscribe from me, because yeah, there's only more of it going to come. So I'm just giving you pre-warning that I'm going to try and work my way through the hatred, because you know what, to be honest, you know what, it'll probably last for a few years, maybe 2 or 3 years, I predict, this hatred, which is I can see, like I said before, I can see both sides, but it's going to become the norm. It's already becoming the norm in a lot of places. So you either be a Luddite and just keep fighting it, or you move with it. So remember, the horse and cart was replaced by cars, and I'm sure the people on the in the business of making carts for horses, resisted for a long time, eventually gave up. So I don't know. I don't want to get too much into it. I know I'll get hate for it, but I just see that it's giving a lot more power to individuals to create their own visions. And you know what? Even if it's just something rough and someone likes what they see and then they actually get hired to do something like on a proper production scale, it's good for that too, like demoing ideas and demoing stuff. So, but yeah, it's I feel like you're an old friend. I haven't seen you in a long time, but we it's like a conversation that's not hard to get back into. So what's been happening in the world of TTRPGs? I hear D&D is getting even worse. More controversial, hyper progressive ideas. Hey, I'm not progressive, but I have my limits. So other than the Mexican orcs, what happened after that? I haven't been up to date. No, I haven't. I was having a mind blank just then. I swear I'd read something, another controversy by D&D, but because I haven't had my fingers on the pulse, so to speak, I don't know what's been going down. So yeah, I miss my crew. I miss all the people that I chat to on Discord. Hopefully I'm not lost again. Last video I was lost. I think I know where I'm going. Yeah, I know where I'm going. I'm not 100% familiar with Narangbar, but I used to live out this end when I used to live in Morayfield, so I have passed by a few times. So what are you all doing? What are you making? Tell me. Put it in the comments below. You two people who listen to me every time I upload something. I had all these cool ideas and I just never... You know what? I think I have ADHD. I don't know. I think I do. And I'm going to get a test for it because I start projects and if I don't knuckle down, like I did with that cartoon that I uploaded, I knuckled down for that. Every waking hour I had, I worked on it. But usually for me, it's hard if I get into these like lulls of creativity and I just feel like I'm just not going anywhere. And I have to physically push myself. I was actually lying to myself for a long time saying it's all because I'm tired, I'm exhausted from my day at work. But if you get past that creative you get past that creative cancerous lump, then and you push yourself, even if you hate it, because I used to write a lot. I still write, but I used to write a lot. Like I wrote a lot of, this is way before, oh shit man, I started writing back in the early to mid 90s and on a shitty 286 computer, and it was really bad back then. But you know, I wrote all these like fiction that I only shared with my family and friends, but I don't know where I'm going with this. That's right. There was days where I felt like I just couldn't write anymore. Like I can't get anything out, nothing creative. But when I push myself, you get past, it's almost like, it's hard to explain. If you've done weights, if you've done weightlifting before, there's a moment where your arm can't do that last curl, like you're just at the edge of it, and you need to take, I think it's called creatine, I can't remember. It's been ages since I've done the gym, but it would always allowed you to get over that sort of last little bit to get you to finish that curl or that bench press or whatever. That's pretty much like creative writing. Like you get, or anything creative, you get into these lulls where you just can't go any further, and then you suddenly, if you just push yourself, the road's clear. If you just, I'm gonna die guys. It's the last message from me. If you just push yourself and you get past that last moment, then you can just keep going and just and I feel it could be an ADHD thing because I have spurts of creativity and distraction, and I have a million ideas and projects. Like I mean I do this D&D stuff, this TTRPG stuff, but I've got a music channel, YouTube channel that I've been in bands. I've done filmmaking. I used to do a lot of art back in the day when I was younger, and pretty much any kind of art, anything in the arts, I've done it. Whether it's good or bad, that's a different topic. But I just feel like I have a million ideas, million folders with a million ideas, and the ones that I have accomplished, like things that I've completed, like with my band, we did like an album and a few sort of singles and stuff. We really pushed ourselves. We just pushed ourselves, and I don't know. Sometimes when you're alone, like when we're not in the band anymore, so I find that creative projects are harder in the sense that you don't have that person hanging over you. But yeah, no, I just where was I going with this thought? See, that's why I'm wondering. So I'm going to get a check. I'm going to find out if that's the case. But I'm determined. So my backlog of my catalog of videos are slowly creeping. Once I get to my limit to what I project, I'll start releasing it, and then it gives me a little bit of space and a little breather, not to be lazy, but enough so that I can release consistently. And I'm going to be more sort of active on what people like, what people don't like. My Monster Mondays thing, yeah, it kind of got a bit boring at the end there, and I was missing a lot of Mondays. I'm actually thinking of releasing a bestiary at some stage. I had this crazy idea of trying to make, I don't know, 200 or 300 Shadow Dark monsters, because they're pretty fucking easy to pump out. I mean, I do sit there and I do sort of meticulously go over the mechanics of building the monsters. So I guess it seems easy, but I was going to say the whole balance thing doesn't seem to be a big issue with Shadow Dark. It's easier to make a monster, and you can justify bumping up a few stats here and there without any sort of hardcore mechanical reason. I mean, you can justify it with some vague, it does this, so I'm going to give it an extra plus this or whatever, as long as it's reasonable. Like, you know, I haven't been testing my monsters in combat yet, but with Orboss looming, City of Knives, I am going, my D&D campaign is, hold up, losing my shit. My D&D campaign that I am GMing, I've been DMing for 2 to 3 years now. It's a long ass campaign that's had a lot of players come and go, but the core people are still there. It's coming to an end. They're about to meet the big bad BBEG. I've forgotten D&D lingo. It's been that long since I've made a video, but the big bad is coming up. And then I said to them, here's a copy of my Shadow Dark. We're gonna do a tryst in the city of Orbost. You're going to be a bunch of thieves and no-gooders that are coming to a city of thieves and no-gooders, and I want you to come up with backstories of why you're there. Once I finish this V-book, I'll show it to all you guys. I haven't shown my group yet, my YouTube channel, but I will. I'll do it at the same time. I'll give them a link to the V-book and show them my channel, and yeah. We're gonna do a short, what are they called? I'm forgetting my credentials as a TTRPG player and game master or dungeon master is I'm losing my cred, man. I'm losing my street cred. One shot. My one shot will be them in Orbost. They've been drawn in, and I'm going to ask them to choose a house. There are powerful houses that run the city. The most daggers pledged to the house becomes the ruling house. The others are still a part of the council, but annual elections and it passes around between the houses. So give them all information. I don't want them to tell each other which house they've been summoned by, and we can let the madness happen, the chaos. But so probably wondering, and you're probably not wondering, but let's say that you are wondering. Let's pretend that you care about Orbost as much as I care about Orbost. How does the City of Knives work? How does intrigue, political intrigue, how does the Lords decide which house rules the city? So, it used to be a normal city that was founded by a hero, but he was eventually displaced by the empire that absorbed the city, by a ruthless governor, and that governor was eventually assassinated. Mystery behind who the identity of the assassin is. His name is Kelrath Shadar. He became a legend because he created the Law of Knives. The Law of Knives dictates that all the houses, all the powerful families, all the clans, all the guilds in the city collect daggers that are pledged to them. Not everyone has a dagger. Well, everyone has a dagger, but not everyone has a heraldic dagger with an ornate pommel that identifies your house. You're only allowed to have one of these daggers if you have X amount of followers and power. It's like a vague, I think I've passed an entry point. Oh no, it's over here. I'm going to the train station. It's a vague thing that's not really spoken in openly by the Lords of how you can register a house. As long as you have a lot of followers and people are scared of you. And yeah, so they go to their followers and they ask people to vote by pledging their dagger to the house that they prefer. You can change your vote. You can leave the house that you support, but you create more enemies. But the most daggers pledged, that is the ruling house. Pretty simple, hey? But the daggers are very sacred. So if you steal or desecrate, damage someone's house dagger, then you will be punished at the highest level. And my world also has my city, which is in my world, also has a punishment called the Walk of Knives. The Walk of Knives, those who are to be punished by the highest degree must do the Walk of Knives. There's a road called the Path of Knives, Path of Daggers, and hold up, I'm gonna have to beep on. One sec.